People will only do to us what we allow them to do to us. I'm going to say that again. People will only do to us what we allow for them to do with us.
This crackerjack right here, he was talking to y'all. He wasn't talking to me.
He wasn't talking to me either. When you need to wash your clothes, black owned.
Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today's video is an interesting one. It's about black people saying they are going to boycott Asian store, and the reason behind it is because of a 14-year-old boy Cyrus who was unalived by an Asian man, Mr. Cho, and that is the reason why they are feeling they don't have to continue to promote Asia store. So in this video we are going to see all that, how people will be reacting differently because people have different reactions. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to this place, kindly subscribe, like the video, and you leave your comment down below. Credit go to the original creators of these clips, and this video is for educational purposes only.
I have seen more Asian Americans being upset at the fact that Black Americans are threatening to boycott Asian businesses than I have seen Asian Americans speaking out against the murder of Cyrus Carmick Belton, a child who was murdered at the hands of an Asian man. And this has everything to do with race, especially when anti-Blackness is so deeply rooted in our community. I have said this a million times, and I'll say it as many times as I need to so you can get it through your thick skulls. The only reason why Asians exist in America in such a large population is because Black activists fought for our right to be here during the Civil Rights Movement. White people did not want us here. It's not enough for Asian people to just be not racist. You have to be anti-racist, and you have to be speaking out against these injustices, or else they'll continue to happen. We absolutely owe the Black community solidarity, and the sooner that we realize that we're not much different from each other is the sooner that real change starts to happen.
I love the way she's understanding and accepting that there is a lot of racism in Asian community, and saying that if Black people feel they want to boycott, they have every right to boycott, because she has accepted that someone was unalived and they have every right to say, no, we are not going to promote Asian businesses. So for her, she's accepting there is a mistake right there. Something went wrong, and that is not the right way to go. So she's accepting there is a lot of racism there. They owe a lot to Black Americans, because she accepts that even though for Black Americans, even them as Asians, they will not be enjoying what they enjoy in America today. So for her, she's seeing it in a positive way that Black Americans have every right to boycott. That is the reason why she's saying that.
And so what if Black people are boycotting Asian businesses? If that's what it takes to wake our community up, more power to them. And I really need Asians to wake the fuck up. Because I'm tired of getting on this app every business week and having to talk about some fuck shit that some Asian person is doing to Black people. There's so many other things I want to talk about on this app. Domestic violence prevention, mosquito brains, because that's what I got my PhD in. My writing process and how I write sci-fi novels, and how I write, yes, the small business that I run because I write those sci-fi novels. But instead, no, I always see some Asian doing some model minority stuff, and then I feel a moral imperative to talk about it because it ends up in the death of innocent people like Cyrus Carmick Belton. I am sick of watching our country slide into fascism and watch the Asian vote be split because so many of us want to ally ourselves with our oppressors. And in my personal life, I'm tired of not being able to trust Asian people that I meet because so many of you would throw Asian people under the bus for white acceptance. And on top of that, a number of my friends are Black people, and I don't want to have anybody in my life who is unsafe for my friends. Model minority Asians are unsafe for Asians to be around as well, and they are potentially lethal for Black people. I don't want that in my community. Get that out. And if these Asian stores close, like the ones that opened up in Black neighborhoods, and then complain about Black people being there and do racist things to them and profile them, let the stores close. Y'all don't deserve to be there. Have some respect. I know Asian people love money, so Black people withholding their dollars might actually get through some of your thick skulls.
Whoa, sisters, don't listen. We sisters. I know we got some problems, but come on, let's put our differences to the side. We in the diaspora. Listen, anytime FBA says we are going to boycott you, everybody get on alert real quick. Why? Because it lets you know the power of the dollar that we have in our pocket, Black people. It lets you know. Everybody, listen, they don't care if white people boycott them or anybody else, but they sure care if black people boycott them. Now, let's get to this guy over here. Sir, the one who's talking crap. Do you really think that we need any of those things that you're talking about?
For her as an Asian lady, she feels that let the black people boycott to go to Asian business. She says that you need black people. And it's something that they normally do as Asians. For her, she even don't feel safe around Asian people because of their racism. So she say even her friends are black. Majority of friends are black, and she don't want her black people to be around racist people. So it's something that normally come up a lot around Asian community, and she feels that if they lose customers because black people have decided to boycott their stores, it is very good. And I love the way he says this, that the black dollar need to stay a lot in their community. He's saying that if black people come together and boycott the Asian stores, they'll feel it because the black dollar is very, very important. And Asian community are going to feel it a lot because when black people stop going to their stores and shopping in their store, definitely they will be affected.
I mean, seriously. And I don't think Honda and Toyota would come out and say, hey, we don't, black people boycott us. Go ahead. I don't think Honda and Toyota would be willing to do that. Okay. They want all the black dollars they can get. I don't think China, who makes a lot of product, would tell black people, we don't want you to work with you, because I know that's a lie. Because when I went to CES in January, a lot of Chinese vendors was telling me, hey, listen, this is what we got. Look, come over here to Guangzhou. We got the factory. Look, we can get you your own headphones if you want to sell your own branded headphones. Look, you want to sell cell phones, we got it. Listen, come over here with us. We'll work with you. That's all the Chinese was telling me. They want to work with black people. So I know a lot of people like in your community probably like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you doing? But see, this goes back to also, if you listen to that language and how he talk, this is why some black people don't like immigration. What did he say? They come to this country and get a loan and they doing better than you. What do you define as better than us? Like what you keep saying you're doing better. Let me tell you something. I know where you come from, whatever you come from. I know maybe you didn't have this type of opportunity. And so if you get you a little job, maybe a little business or whatever, maybe a degree or something, I know that's an accomplishment for you and you feel that you're just doing so much better than black people. We have created whole towns in this country, towns, okay? We have created and innovated things in this country that's still being used to this day. Like all these people that come here, only the immigrants that have this attitude, not all immigrants. What towns are you actually building? You talking about Chinatown? That's just a glorified neighborhood. You're not building whole towns with whole infrastructures. You didn't do what we did in Rosewood. You didn't do what we did with Black Wall Street. You didn't do what we did with Seneca Village. We can just keep naming names. And the only reason we don't have that today because of white supremacist terrorism. That's the only reason we don't have that.
I must say this, man, but this Asian boycott should be permanent. There shouldn't be no 2-month trend and then we back buying their bullshit like we did with H&M, we did with Target and all of these stores. This should be permanent. These people has been disrespecting black people for the longest time. This is not new. They've been doing it. There has been shooting black child in their head. There has been shooting black child in their back. This is not their first rodeo. They've been doing it. You feel me? They take the most from the black community when you really think about it. Most of the stores is set up in the black community. Most of the store. All over the fucking world, if you really think about it. In Africa, they're there. In Jamaica, they're there. They're everywhere. Leeching. Acting as if they're doing black people some type of service by selling plastic rice. Selling clothes that will fucking burn you, that will fucking get you sick, give you cancer. Selling hair product that will give you cancer. So they do sell black people the bottom of the barrel when it comes to product. They don't sell black people the good shit. They sell black people the fucked up shit. And they purposely sabotage black businesses. They make sure to sell black businesses the stuff at a higher price. So whenever black people try to sell it back to other black people, they can't afford it. So they end up have to come back to Mr. come back to the China, man, to buy it, because they do it on purpose. They've been doing this shit, man. So this boycott should be permanent. This shouldn't be no temporary fix. This should be a permanent fix. This also going to highlight more black businesses. One, this will help black people health even more, because they be selling plastic rice. That ain't good for your health. They be selling jankro, fucking jankro, pigeon, disguised as chicken. They be selling fucking all kind of bullshit disguised as food. So black people should take this as a lesson, and take this as a blessing in disguise, man. Use this opportunity to uplift, promote black businesses, and move better from here.
He feels that it's better to boycott Asian businesses for a very long time, for permanently, not just when something happens, you say you are going to boycott, then you go back. Because this is something they always do. And even the product that they sell, they are not of the best quality. They don't give them the best quality. So he feels that this is also a good opportunity for black people to come together and start their own business. And by the way, there are so many businesses which are owned by black people in America. They own a lot of businesses there are so many businesses which are owned by black people. For him, he's trying to tell black people, don't go back to buy for them. They need us more than we did them. And again, they have their own businesses. So they can go ahead and promote their own businesses instead of going back to China people. What do you think? Is it good to boycott permanently or for the time being? Leave your comment down below.
Just a reminder to other Asians, when the black community says that they're going to boycott Asian businesses, that's not them being racist. They're literally just asking us to give them the respect that they rightfully deserve. There's a lot of anti-blackness in the Asian community, and I'm sick of seeing it. We're all sick of seeing it. And the black community knows that all Asians aren't racist. It's just that these Asian businesses need to be reminded that they literally profit off of the black community.
Okay, I just want to say this to all the Asian people. Black people typically do not have an issue with Asian people. Black people typically are not around Asian people. And when Asian people come around, we treat y'all like family, right? All of you Asian special ed people coming online being racist for no reason, y'all need to look at yourselves, man. All you special ed Asian people, man. But yeah. And if you don't need our support, our money or whatever, like that guy made that video talking about if you want to boycott Asian businesses, do it. We want y'all to boycott Asian businesses. Bro, y'all are here because of us. We fought for y'all's right to be here. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out.
It's funny Asians don't call each other out for the stuff that their people do. I seen the way that these Asians treat Africans in Africa. Treat them like straight up slaves, right? Paying them low wages and not even caring. How many times have Chinese and Asians falsely called the cops on black people? How many times have black people ordered their food from one of those shops and had to wait an hour or whatever to get their order while their white friends got all their orders? How many times have black women gone into their nail shops or a feet shop and they either upcharged them or assaulted them? How many times have black women have walked into those beauty shops, right? And then the Chinese people separate them from their kids like they're some dogs. How many times have Chinese have refused to hire black people in their stores in a black neighborhood. Why must you stay someplace where you're not welcomed? Just go. It's fine. Go to another neighborhood. It's cool. Go to Chinatown. Or you don't want to go to Chinatown because a lot of those Chinese gangs are going to want you to pay money for protection. Is that what it is? Oh, let me guess. Not all the business is in Chinatown, so that's why you're staying in black neighborhoods. Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, versus y'all crashing out and trying to, feel entitled to our money, just apologize. It's just that simple. I'm not saying it's going to work, but you're only making a situation even worse. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all can't be mad black people are boycotting Asian businesses if y'all are doing literally nothing to combat racism in your communities. If you aren't doing any kind of work whatsoever in your community, whether I don't care if you're Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese, Korean, whatever, if your older generation is talking reckless about black people, if you're not if you're not inviting black people into your spaces with love, if you aren't learning about the history of racism and the model binary, all that stuff, if you aren't deconstructing all that stuff, you have nothing to stand on being mad about black people boycotting Asian businesses. I'm not personally doing it. I understand that was that man's thing, and sure, it is absolutely a long-standing system of model minority myth and proximity to whiteness. I understand all these things, but I personally am not doing it. I'm not condemning anybody who chooses to, because why would I? At this point? But the idea that you guys will come on this app, and I'm talking to a very select group, because the Asian people I rock with on this app, tearing y'all to pieces already. But if y'all come on here with all the audacity in the world and get mad at black people for closing ranks, when you, person on the internet, have done nothing at all to address the racism, the bigotry in your own community, y'all need to shut up. Y'all really need to shut up. Because you are not helping the situation. I keep getting on this app and seeing everybody across the spectrum, white people to us, just bashing black people. It's the default. It's like the first thing y'all hop to when y'all wanna be edgy or mean-spirited or racist. And when you guys want people to rock with everyone, when people aren't rocking with us globally. So the people that rock with us, we rock with them. People that go and be anti-racist, not just not racist, because that's not how that works. Those people we rock with. So the people that I have on this app, the people that I know in my life, I rock with them because I know that if they saw racism in front of their face, no matter if I was there or not, they would say something about it. So what are you doing? Are you just getting on here and getting mad at us because once again we're standing up for us and not for you? What are you doing in your community to combat racism? Then you guys can come talk to us about what we're doing.
People will only do to us what we allow them to do to us. I'm going to say that again. People will only do to us what we allow for them to do with us. I remember when, learning how the Japanese felt about Wu-Tang. Like, they love Wu-Tang, Japanese. And if you notice, a lot of times in these race wars or these ethnicity wars, you don't really hear amongst the Asian community, the Japanese, who have a problem with Black Americans. Like, at least I don't hear it on a whole. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm sure there are some or whatever, but not like how it is with China or a lot of these other countries. And I'm kind of surprised at some Vietnamese people who are commenting negativity under my post that I made before about, the Asian community, because the Vietnamese people, you guys were severely, severely mistreated and still are in your country. We already know about the Vietnam War and how America did you dirty, but we also know that China does you dirty too, and you guys are economically dependent on them. You guys have bigger fish to fry than to be worrying about what Black Americans are or are not doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how? Answer me a question. If you're from Vietnamese or you're from Filipino, and let me just say those, the Vietnamese people and the Filipino people, because I read books, you guys are you guys are conceding, you guys are like the, and you know how they say sand ninjas, you know what I'm saying, for Middle Easterners and everything. You guys are considered Asian, N-word or whatever. Like, you guys are considered to them, to like the Chinese or whatever, like, you guys are considered bottom of the barrel. Like, you know what I'm saying, Thai people, a lot of the, you know, people from Thailand, people from Vietnam, people from the Philippines or whatever. You guys are seeing, am I lying? Am not telling the truth? Because let's have real conversation. And the reason why I bring that up, and I don't want to go into a history lesson with any Asians. I really don't. Do what y'all do for, you know what I'm saying, for the Asian community, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. If you feel like you need to boycott Black business, do you even support Black business to begin with? I know you don't really hire Black people, you know what I'm saying, in any of your establishments. We don't lose. I'm gonna be real honest with you. We don't lose if you boycott any Black business. You lose if Black people boycott your business, especially in the inner city community, because really in the suburbs, that kind of attitude, really, like the nastiness, the rudeness, if you're going to a nail tech or whatever, like, it really doesn't. I'm not going to say it never happens, but it really doesn't happen, right? Because I guess they figure, you know, if you're living in a good area, you know, you're a certain type of Black. I don't know. I'm just assuming, right? You're a certain type of person who's coming in this establishment, you know what I mean? So you're not going to be, mistreated. And I know that there are Black women who go to these nail techs in the inner city community, loud, ghetto, the bad ghetto, because it's good ghetto, you know, loud, and then try to get these free nails and then, you know, run off, without paying for the nails. But, you know, Black people don't support that, you know, no more than you don't support the criminals that are Chinese or Asian, Asian or whatever, that no more than you support it. We don't support that. I don't support Black young girls or whoever's doing it, going to a store and getting free nails and walking and trying to fight the nail techs. We don't support that. Why Black people are always having to get tagged, right? You know, something happens and then we're always tagged, you know, generically, all of us, right? But I watch true crime all the time. We see who's mass shooting. We see people, we see who's rapists. We see who's PDFs. We see all of this. We see the criminality of all ethnicities, right? We celebrate the criminality of Italians. We celebrate the criminality of Russians. But Black people get the stigma like we are criminals. No matter how much our education, that always sticks with us. Look what you're doing. You're killing each other. Like, as if you really care if Black people are killing other Black people. Like, you really care. You know, you get what I'm saying? But it's something to use to say, see, you guys are always blaming the system. Nobody's blaming anybody here. What we are saying, who's blaming the system? We're saying we're going to boycott Asian businesses because they mistreat the Black people, and especially in inner city communities. I'm straight up. When I lived in the inner city communities, this was a thing. Okay. And I literally had a conversation with some people who worked, it was nail techs, and had a conversation about what that was about. Cause I feel like if I'm going to be in your business, I want to understand certain things. Now, I'm not going to convince any Asian to like me, cause I don't care. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one of those Black people who care if another ethnicity likes me or not, cause I'm going to speak my piece and I'm going to speak my truth, cause I'm allowed to do so. But at the same point, I'm going to have conversations with people to open up a dialogue so we can see, let's get to the bottom of that. And I said this in a conversation. I was like, well, why do you guys, I said, you guys see, white crime, all the time. And in Vietnam or whatever, even though they have low crime, but in other Asian countries, there's high crimes and everything else, right? There's fraud, there's all types of crimes. Why do you guys, And basically one of them honestly said, you know what I'm saying? And she has a Black boyfriend. She honestly said, she was like, because when we're raised or whatever, better them than us. Better the Black people getting, with this negative connotation, because once they see us as human, then who they coming for next? The Hispanics and the Asians and everybody, right? So better, that's one of the mentalities. I'm not saying that's all the mentality. One of the mentalities is better them than us. And, for years and years and years, they seen certain things on the news. So I was like, you don't see like white crime on the news or anything, Hispanic crime on the news? Like you don't see drug cartels? Like, what it is. And she really couldn't explain it either. She was like, you know what? I'm going to really have have a talk with my parents and really, see what it is. She said now, at the same token or whatever, they was very accepting of her black boyfriend. She didn't have a problem with it. They didn't have a problem with her black boyfriend. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But we had this dialogue and we had this conversation. So I'm open to any conversation, but I'm not open up to any conversations with any store owners who consistently, and I have seen it happen, you know what I mean? And just because it doesn't happen to me, that doesn't mean I shouldn't be offended. I have seen Asian, store owners in a beauty supply store. I can't tell you when's the last time I've been in an Asian owned beauty supply store. I don't support them. I do not support them. You get what I'm saying? Because I've seen how they treated other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the black people when you're told to put your book bag in the front of the store and leave it behind the counter. You want to like curse and you want to scream and you want to carry on or whatever. Meanwhile, there is a thieving problem in DC, but you think that you should go in there with your book bag. Because at the end of the day, you probably do want to go in there and steal. But not everybody that's going in your store wants to steal. So you can't treat people as, a monolith. Just like nobody else should be treated as a monolith, neither should black people. And I'm sorry you can't tell the difference of who's who. So then don't be hypocritical and contradictory in telling us don't boycott all Asian businesses because we can't differentiate between who's who either. It's so much hypocrisy and so much contradiction and what you're mad about us or whatever that we can also swing back on you. That is so exhausting. We have fatigue too. What makes you think that black people don't have white fatigue or Asian fatigue or Hispanic fatigue? Leave us alone. There's literally a page on Instagram called Leave Black People Alone. Leave black people alone. Why do you care? Why do you care that we want to take our business to black owned? Why do you care? What does that have to do with training your kids and you not raising your kids and your kids is on welfare? What does that have to do with anything? If we choose and decide that we don't want to buy from your store, that's our business and our right. What you mad about it? Let everybody know what you mad about because you get your money off the backs of blacks. Bottom line, you do. Cripple them. Damn it. When they don't treat you right, cripple their economy. You don't get to people by throwing a rock in their window. You don't get to people by cursing them out. You get to people by crippling their money. That's why they are crashing out on this internet, because they know a lot of their money comes from black people and they don't think that you can do it. They don't think that you can stay away from the liquor stores, the Chinese restaurants or whatever. I don't see like a whole bunch or the dry cleaners, even though it was a black person that invented the dry cleaner in itself. So, I mean, do we really boycott the dry cleaners when we're the ones who, like, that's what I'm trying to say. That, like Asians don't know a lot. They don't know a lot about what the black people contributed. So that's why they're just going off on these tangents, right? And on these think pieces or whatever, talking about, all right, and don't use this and don't use this. Do you know what we can say don't use? Because it's black created, black invented. You know what I'm saying? Rather it was through stolen patents or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn on your lights because filament, motherfucker. Like, you get what I'm saying? Don't use lights. I'm not going to say anything else but that. Don't use lights. Right? We can hit you back with the ooh-wee too. You want to have a war? You want to have a war in a competition because you guys didn't learn about black inventors. So you think that this is all white America that created a lot of stuff that you enjoy on a daily basis. So when you're telling us don't buy Jordans or don't buy that or don't buy that, we could tell you a whole bunch of stuff that you shouldn't buy. And if you give me some time and I'll write it down on a list, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to write it all down of a lot of stuff that you can't enjoy and that you shouldn't buy. Okay? Let's have that. Be the main little conversation that we have that one of the next videos that I make. But other than that, stay vigilant. Try to support as many black-owned businesses as you can.
Man was daring black people that you can go ahead and boycott. Maybe he didn't know what he was talking about, or it is going to go viral like this. Because as we can see, when he's saying they invented everything, maybe he don't know the meaning of inventing, because black people invented everything. So when black people boycott their stores, is when he know the result of what he was talking about. Many stores are around within black people community and they buy for them and they promote them. So who will be their customers? Who will be buying for them if black people decide we are no longer going to promote them? When black people go ahead and open more businesses for themselves, they don't even China stores to go and buy things from there. And by the way, it will be very good. When black people withhold their dollar, they are definitely also going to feel it because they need that money. They need customers. So when they're telling them don't come and buy for us, maybe they miscalculated because they know they need the money even after they bring their product who are going to be their customers, because black people purchase their products very well. And now you can see even black people are already gone and started to buy from their own people. They have started to buy from their own people. So many things they are buying from them. So things are happening. This is a lesson that people should learn, that you are not to be bold and come and dare people, don't come to buy for us. We are going to survive without us, and we are okay with that. And this happens a lot. There is a lot of racism in Asia community. As you have seen, people are admitting there is a lot of racism in Asia community. We have seen it all over, even in Africa. If you see how they treat people here in Africa, you'll be surprised. Some places, as a black person, you cannot even go. You cannot even go and eat, shop, or even live, yet you're in your continent of Africa. So it's something that goes a lot when it comes to Asian people, and need to stop. I hope what he has said, he's going to come back and know that what he has said has really affected them as Asian community. Leave your comment down below. What do you think about it? Some people are for boycotting. Some people are, we should come together, talk together, and not boycott. Leave your comment down below. Are people supposed to go ahead and boycott, or go ahead and still continue to promote each other? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to this place, kindly subscribe to my channel, leave your comment, and I would like to say bye and see you on the next one.